Hey, there we go. Hello, readers. I'm Amy. Demi's back. It needs to stop focusing on that now. There we go.
Okay, I was like, I can't even see it. I'm like blind today.
So, today we're gonna do a blind date with a book, or actually a lot of books. And I am gonna open them in this video because she figures I'm already gonna know what she picked anyways.
Has like all of them memorized. So she's like, should I wait to open them and just open them as I read them? I'm like, let's be real here. You're gonna know which ones are missing.
Yeah. So, here are the books that I want to read in February, and that's way more books than I can read in February, so she's gonna help me lower them down.
She limited me to 6, so I still feel like that's a lot.
That is a lot, but like, in a bad month, I'll read, say, 5 or 6 books, and in a good month, I'll read probably around 15 books.
Oh,
so, if it's a bad month, I'll read all the books you pick.
Well, I read 0 books last month. I'm like halfway through like 3 of them though.
You read half of a book that is almost 30 hours as an audiobook.
That is true.
So really you've read like 2 books.
Well, when you put it that way.
So anyways, I'm going to quickly go through this large stack of books that I really want to read or really need to read, you know. And she will pick 6 when I leave the room and use the pretty wrapping paper that I got just for this video. Because it's pretty.
Yay!
Which actually, the wrapping paper kind of matches you.
Oh, and I didn't even plan it. That's kind of exciting.
Mm-hmm. So, we have Shirley by Charlotte Bronte. This is going to be my first Charlotte Bronte book. I'm reading my way through the Brontes. I read both of Anne Bronte's books. And I started this, and I was really struggling with it. But I want to go ahead and get it out of the way so I can then read Villette, and then read Jane Eyre, and then read Wuthering Heights.
Oh,
so I need to read this, but I've kind of been putting it off, and I need to stop putting it off. The Flicker of Old Dreams. This is a book recommended by a subscriber. I don't remember what it's about, but it has to do with a small town, and I like small towns, and it says unlikely friendship and shocking the locals. I love shocking the locals. Who doesn't love to shock some locals?
I know
Reading
I do.
Lolita, reading Lolita in Tehran. I meant to read this whenever. Is it focusing? No, it's not focusing.
Like too bright.
Probably. I meant to read this around the time that I read Lolita in December, and I didn't. And then it was going to be my nonfiction for February, but I already told you this. I have a memoir on hold with the library that I should get in the next couple days, and I have to read that because it's from the library. So I might as well put this nonfiction in the pile to make things more interesting. I finally got The Birds and Other Stories in the mail the other day. This is the next Daphne du Maurier I want to read, and I've loved everything of hers that I've read so far. What was the first one that you read? I've read Rebecca, which was amazing. My Cousin Rachel, which was really good, and then I read Don't Look Now and Other Stories, which is the first full set of short stories that I've loved, like the whole thing. So I have high expectations. I also watched... It's
got a sweet cover on it, so...
Yeah. And I watched The Birds, the Alfred Hitchcock movie, and
is that what this is? Well, that was based off of this?
That was based off of this. Ooh, and I'd never watched it before, and the things that they include in that movie back in the days of black and white is pretty shocking.
Yeah.
Like, it freaked me out. So I'm really excited to read it. The Dark Crystal, this is... I think I just put this in my Unhaul Revisit video. So I revisit the books that I hauled from 2 seasons previously. So for winter, I was revisiting summer. And I thought for funsies, I would look back at my spring haul revisit. And of the 13 books that I hadn't read, I still hadn't read 11 of them. So I unhauled some, and this is one of them that I have to read by April or get rid of it.
Oh, why?
So, because I'm just being that hard on myself.
Oh.
Because I need to start reading the books that I have. I haven't even started on these books. The books on the top shelf, I've had for a lot of them I've had for over 2 years now. Also, The Dark Crystal is a book based on the movie. So I think I'm going to watch the movie again, then read the book, and then try and get started on the series.
I love the movie. I haven't read... There's like a series about it now, too.
Yeah, the series Chris seemed to enjoy. I just couldn't really get into it because I've only ever watched the movie once, and that was like a year ago. So, Ian McEwan's Saturday. This is about a neurologist or something. I really like Ian McEwan. This is also in the pile of read it or get rid of it.
Oh.
So, need to get that one out of the way.
Do I need to take that into consideration when choosing books?
Probably.
Okay.
The House of Special Purpose. It's the next John Boyne book that I have. And I really, 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 really want to read it. But also it's a big book, and I really, really want to read a bunch of other things. So The House of Special Purpose is the house that the Romanovs lived in where they were murdered.
Oh.
And this is a historical fiction about one of the guards guarding the Romanovs. And it's John Boyne, so he's probably going to make me cry at some point. Bird Box, which everyone's telling me I need to read.
It's so good!
And I read, A House at the Bottom of a Lake, which was one of his novellas, and I really loved it. So I want to get to this one.
I think this might be the only book that I've read and you haven't. Usually it's the other way around.
True.
Yeah.
True. If you don't know what Bird Box is about, watch the movie, I guess. I don't know. It's actually, what is it, a thriller, and if you look at this thing, then you, like, go psychotic or something. Yeah, but you never find out what it looks like, which is awesome.
Have you seen any of those memes on Facebook where they're, like, they have, like, the person, like, from
probably
Netflix, and it's like, oh, look, there's puppies, and then she, like, peeks through the thing. That'd be me.
Oh, my gosh.
I'd die.
No.
I'd just be like, puppies.
Oh, and I got on Twitter, and I had asked people which thriller I should read next, because I want to read both of them. I think they're both really pretty. And
I really like the cover on this one.
I had one person say Into the Water and one person say How to Be a Good Wife. Into the Water is from the author that wrote The Girl on the Train. I don't know what it's about, but I really like the cover because it's pretty and it's got like that watered down feel.
I've heard good things.
I've heard mixed things, but again, I really like the cover.
Yeah.
This one, I found it when I was shopping with a friend. She, like, her memory is playing tricks on her or something. I'm doing terrible at summarizing these books, but I also haven't read them, so.
Yeah, that's definitely hard to...
Shutter Island. I've never seen the movie. I hear it's a good movie, but I've never seen the movie.
It's a mindfuck.
And,
it is a good movie.
One of my friends was getting one of her books, and sent me a picture of them, and I saw this, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should read that, because I've never seen the movie.
You'll have to tell me how it is.
Should I read should I read the movie? Should I watch the movie before I read the book, or read the book before I watch the movie?
That is the question.
Because you haven't read the book, and I haven't watched the movie.
Nor
have I read the book yet.
I feel like the movie is one of those ones that you're, like, have no idea what the fuck's going on until the very end. So it might be beneficial to read the book first, so that you kind of have an idea. Although, it might ruin the plot twist, and you're like, holy fuck! Because there's one of those
But moments. Then if I watch the movie, it'll do the same thing.
That's what I'm saying, that it might ruin that for the movie. Maybe read the movie. Maybe watch the movie first.
Maybe read the movie or watch the book. One of the two, you know. I'm going to read Stepford Wives with Hillary from Melted Books in February, and that is going to meet the criteria for both my novella of the month and my classic of the month for my year's goals. And whenever I got those two, I also got these two Ira Levin books. This one, Dorothy meets a handsome young man. She has an inheritance. They're supposed to be married, but she's pregnant. She'll be disinherited if her father finds out. And talks about abortion, I guess. Soon there will be no baby and perhaps no Dorothy either.
Oh, God.
This one, The Boys from Brazil. It sounds like a retelling of Dr. Joseph Mengele. Is that how you say that? And his nightmarish plot to restore the Third Reich. So this is the one that I've been looking forward to the most. But this one's pink and it's February.
So that reminds...
And now reading the back of this, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
like, ooh.
well, and pink. You know how I feel about that. So speaking of the Third Reich, it just reminded me of this little video I seen on...
Is it a good thing to say, speaking of the Third Reich? That reminds me.
So it's a video of them opening Christmas presents, and it's like, I want to say that it sounds like they're from France or something like that. And this little boy, he's like maybe 7 or 8. He opens up. He's opening his gift up, and it's a copy of Mein Kampf. And the dad's like, what is this? And he like looks at the grandpa. He's like, he said Minecraft. And he's like, no, he told me Mein Kampf. He's like, no, Minecraft. And I was like,
oh man. I have a copy of Mein Kampf, but I also think I'm old enough to read it.
Yeah, definitely.
It won't, like...
Like, I just want to know why the grandpa was like, yeah, I'm going to get this 8-year-old Mein Kampf. Like, I feel like that's legit.
I get that he wouldn't have known what Minecraft was, and he might have not understood, but also... If an 8-year-old asks for Mein Kampf, don't give it to them.
Or like maybe discuss it with the parents first and be like, hey, should we or shouldn't we buy this?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, like I said, my classic for the month is already taken care of through Stepford Wives. But if it wasn't, then I would probably be reading Orlando. I'm nervous to read it. I got like halfway through Mrs. Dalloway and I hated it because I didn't realize that Virginia Woolf writes in Stream of Consciousness.
Ooh.
But Orlando is where this guy ends up changing gender at one point, like, or changing sex.
A
because
movie?
It's a movie.
Okay, I was like, she's an actress of
It's a movie cover that actually looks good, which never happens.
It's true.
But he changes sex because, like, his genitals change partway through his life, and he ends up living like hundreds of years or something, and it may or may not be a blessing from the queen. I think it was in the movie. But I'm interested, but I'm also nervous because what if I hate the writing style? But I've been told by a subscriber to continue on with A Room of One's Own since it's nonfiction and try that.
Just kind of like forced.
And then the next book in the Isaac Asimov series that I started in December, and pretty cover.
Yes. I like that one. I like the way that it
And I think I'll really like that. So those are all of the books.
And I have to pick 6 of them?
Those are all the books that I want to read in February, and I'm not going to have time to read that many books, even if I want to, which I do, but pick 6 of them.
Okay. Should I number them in the order I want you to read them?
No.
Okay.
Whatever order I open them in.
Oh.
I'll read them in that order.
So
Although, I guess you could number them. Do you want to number them?
I don't know, maybe.
You decide whether or not you want to number them. Okay.
So I think I got my 6 books that I'm going to do for her. And this is what I've decided. Okay. I tried to get a good variety. This one. How to be a good wife. The Flicker of Old Dreams, because I was reading the back and she's an embalmer, so that's sold for me automatically. This one, because, you know, she pink to match me. And then this one, because I think the idea is pretty dope. So I hope that that's a good enough variety. I'm kind of excited for her to read all these because now I want to read a lot of them. Not all of them, but some of them. So, I kind of have you positioned a little bit. We got wrapping paper. I've got scissors and a tiny elephant tape dispenser. And I think we're just going to get to it. I kind of want to stick this one in there just... and like with another one and like sneak it in there because it's so tiny. It's like the tiniest book ever. It's only 186 pages. She could read this in like an hour. So this is gonna be a bonus because I'm crazy. Okay. I don't know how I managed that, but it's perfect. Oh, you can't even tell there's a bonus one in here. Oh, surprise, bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you bitch. I was just really excited. Oh, you're never gonna know. Okay, yeah, that's better. I gotta show you my setup here. Okay. Got my little tape dispensey on the thing. Okay. So here's the first one. Ooh, you can't even tell. You can't even tell. Okay. 2. Technically 3. You know what I just realized? Oh no, she'll open them when we're filming before she sees it. Because, like, she's gonna know because she's editing this. I almost thought that I was busted, but crisis averted. Would it be weird if I got a couch cover, like a slip cover with this pattern? I'm like, I love it. I have a thing for florals anyway. She left her phone in. She left her phone in here. I'm kind of excited for this one. I really like the whole embalmer thing. Really just gets to me, and it kind of reminds me of where we live, like this cover. So it's very Montana-y, which that'd be kind of crazy if it was actually. Oh my gosh! Someone gets killed in a grain elevator. A high school athlete, a beloved one. Oh shit. Plot thickens. Oh no. Oh no. I made that one too big. So we got our little pile here. We're 50% done. Ooh. Well, I did not cut that very straight. Really? You learn how to use scissors in like the first grade. Ooh. Last one. Ooh. I'm done. I apologize to the books that I did not pick. I'm sure you're amazing. I'm sure you're... I almost picked this one, but I feel like she's gonna read it anyway. That one, and I wanted to pick this one too, but I wanted to give her a good variety, so hopefully I did that, and I didn't let the cover sway me, because I am definitely one of those people that judges a book by its cover, and that's probably why I haven't read very many classics, because they just don't do it for me. I mean, this just doesn't do it for me. But okay, so this is the stack. I'm not sure which. I'm gonna like do a little shuffle here so that I don't even know what order they're in, because I like surprises too. Surprises are the best. We have to put, you know, now that I'm looking at these, you can kind of tell that there's an extra one in this one. Can you tell which one it is? Oh well. Alright guys, I'm gonna go get her, and I think we're gonna open them up and see what she thinks. Hopefully she's not mad at me for sneaking another one in there, but it's only, what did I say, it's less than 200 pages, so girl, you got this. Also, because she has like all of her books memorized, I'm gonna hide them in the back over there. In there. I don't know how to do this.
There. I'm back.
She's
Hi,
back.
I'm back. These are the 6 books.
These are the 6
The
books.
6. Did you number them?
In that order, yep, I did.
In this specific order from
Yes.
top to bottom? We didn't lose any whenever I dropped
Nope.
some. We didn't lose the order. Well, and I guess you can double check
honestly-
the order as I open them.
I shuffled so that I could be surprised too.
I love it. But this is the order in which I'm going to read them.
Yep.
As it
So,
stands.
should
Okay.
I be writing this down? Oh, I guess you have video documentary.
Let's take notes because we don't have this on video. All right. Do you want to do the drums?
Can you guess?
And it keeps wanting to fall out.
Should we see if you're
I'm
psychic?
guessing that the Dark Crystal is not in here because all of the books look too big to be the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, you got me. You got me.
Ah, The Caves of Steel! The Caves of Steel will be the first book that I read this month.
I tried to give you a good variety.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Although, well, I guess technically the 10,000 Doors of January would be the first one that I read because I'm probably not going to finish it by the end of January. I also, it just clicked with me that I'm reading the 10,000 Doors of January in January.
Yeah, that doesn't count. It's separate.
Because I started it this month.
Oh, I
Next
just...
one.
Wow, that
What?
went way over my head. I just realized that it was January and January. It's been a long time.
What month did you think it is?
I don't know. It just clicked. I don't know.
Next book. Hardcover. The Good Wife? How to Be a Good Wife.
Oh.
I was right.
You were
Because
right.
I think it was the only hardcover in the pile, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Is that considered cheating?
No. I didn't even realize it was the only hardcover. And the next... Oh! Did you sneak in a book?
No!
Is the Dark Crystal in
No!
here? You cheater!
In my defense, it's less than 200 pages. You can read that in like an hour.
Yes. 2 books in 1!
Surprise!
That I
was
thought one of them
sneaky.
felt funny, but I didn't think about it until I went to open it. Orlando and the Dark Crystal. I'm still nervous about Orlando. I guess technically this was on the bottom.
Yeah,
so I'll go
honestly
that way.
excited for that.
You're excited for Orlando?
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be really good.
You said you saw the movie? You didn't see the movie.
I saw Shutter Island.
But you didn't see Orlando. Okay.
No.
Next one. It's a paperback. That's
is.
actually all I can tell. I am going to guess that it's one of the Ira 11s because the corners on it feel sharper. If that makes any sense.
I don't remember.
New books have a feel. You don't remember what you wrapped?
Well, I remember what I wrapped, but I don't remember which one is because they're all like very similar and...
Oh!
Ah.
How Flicker of Old Dreams. Yeah. I should actually
I'm
just
excited
read
for this
the back
one.
of this.
I read it and there's an embalmer and...
That's why I was interested.
An
Because I was
athlete
thinking, ooh,
dies in a grain
this reminds me
silo.
of Caitlin Doty, but with like murder mysteries. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to read that one for a while. This one might be an Ira 11. Again, like
I did pick one.
the corners on the new books just feel different, you know.
Feel crisp.
That was terrible. Bird Box, which I should have figured you'd put Bird Box in here.
Yeah. Just so
But you
that...
made it one of the last ones
I
through your
know.
random shuffle.
I did. I don't know how I did that.
Oh, you should probably do a drum for the last one.
Oh.
Here, drum on.
It's like I don't have anything hard to... Dun 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 dun!
The pink one!
Yay!
Yay! This one was the one where, like, there will be no baby, and maybe no Dorothy either, and I'm like,
That would be really crazy.
and this shade of pink.
I know. I love that's honestly why I chose it.
Awesome.
Mhm.
So, she's a total cheater, and I'm gonna be reading 7 books!
I feel like the Dark Crystal doesn't count. It's like a blink and it's over.
Yeah. So, I do need to wrap a book for you, though, because that would be super fun. But, this was Blind Date with a Book for February, because, you know, that's when the libraries come out with all the blind date books. So, you should go to your local library and go on a blind date with a book.
I did that last year. And
You did?
I did.
What'd you end up with?
I got the Winter People and then the other one, some kind of shorts or it was like a, I want to say Chuck Palahniuk.
Chuck
whatever.
Palahniuk.
I hated it. I didn't
You
finish
hated
it. I like the Winter People, though.
I haven't done blind date with a book before this,
Ooh.
but I remember going to the library and they had like the first sentence from each book or something, and I was reading through them and I'm like, that one's Atonement.
Yeah, they had when
I
think
loved that book. I remember.
I haven't read it.
It's so good.
I've seen the movie.
It's so good. Like, oh,
I'm just it's so out of my comfort zone.
break out of your comfort zone.
I need to.
And you did really well with this variety. We have a robot classic, we have a sex and gender classic, and we have 2 thrillers, and we
Which
have
is what I usually
Small Town and Balmer. And I guess this is kind of a thriller or like a classic. I don't know.
It's
But
pink.
this is eclectic. I love that people are calling me eclectic. I've had like 2 comments on my channel that I'm eclectic,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm like,
definitely. I would say very much so. I'm
Cool.
like thriller, suspense all the way, horror. That's my
you're a
jam.
very dark person, despite how bright you look.
I was like, yeah, it's my cover, so nobody can tell.
Well, blind date with the book. Here's Demi, and here's me. She will be back, because we're doing a bunch of filming while she's here tonight.
We are, so if you see me in this outfit, that's why.
No, several days passed, and she just happened to come back
in this outfit.
exactly the same
Just
outfit.
I could just wear my undershirt and then nobody would ever know. Minus my makeup and my hair.
Like, subscribe, be our friends and enemies and stuff on the social medias, which are linked below. Don't be her enemy. She reads a lot of murders and thrillers and stuff, and you don't want to be her enemy.
No.
I post every Wednesday, Sunday. I will see all of you in the next video, and she'll see you whenever I post this, and whenever I post the next video that we film.
But I'll always be watching in the comment section.
So, I'm gonna go get murdered now. Bye, friends.